Welcome back, my friends, to Theory Hammer, where we're going over yet another Warhammer 40k 10th edition index review. We're continuing our series with episode, World Eaters. That's what this episode is. The World Eaters are like way beyond worshipping Khorne or the devil. These guys just want to rip and tear. They just want to run at you with chainsaws and cut you up into little bits. So if that's your thing, if you like cutting people up with chainsaws, then you should probably go see someone. But when you're done, come back and then play as the World Eaters, because they're going to be the race for you. Before we get into all of the gory nonsense here, you should like this video if you like the World Eaters. You should subscribe to Theory Hammer. You should also hit the bell icon. That way, every time we have a new video, which is pretty regularly, you get notified. Doing that sort of stuff really helps, guys, if I'm speaking candidly. It tells YouTube, tells our chaos gods that these are videos people want to watch. It tells me that people enjoy watching them and that I should make more of them. It just generally really helps. Once you are done watching all of our content about the World Eaters here, go and watch some of our other videos. We have an entire playlist where we go over every single codex. We also have the Forge World indexes. We release tacticas. We would do all kinds of stuff. So we're going to get into it with the Blessings of Khorne. If your army faction's World Eaters at the start of the battle round, you can make a Blessing of Khorne roll. To do so, you roll 8 dice. You can then use those dice to activate up to 2 Blessings of Khorne from the Blessings of Khorne list. Each of the Blessings of Khorne specifies the dice result it requires, where a number is specified or a double or triple of that value or higher is required. Okay, so you can only activate each Blessing of Khorne once per battle round. Any unused dice are discarded. Once activated, each Blessing of Khorne applies to all units from your army with this ability until the end of the battle round. So, here's some examples of what it says. So, the first one that you have is Rage-Fueled Invigoration. So, on any double, doesn't matter what numbers it is, just any double, you add 2 to the move characteristic of models in the unit. Wrathful Devotion, that's on any double as well. Models in this unit have Feel No Pain 6+. In addition, if this unit already has Feel No Pain, add 1 to the Feel No Pain rolls. You have Martial Excellence. This is the double 3-up. So anything that's double 3s, double 4s, double 5s, double 6s. Melee weapons equipped by models in this unit have the Sustained Hits 1 ability. And then Total Carnage. This is on a double 4-up, so double 4s, double 5s, or double 6s, or any triple. So it could be triple 1s, triple 2s, any of that. Each time a model in this unit is destroyed by melee attack, if it has not fought, roll a dice on a 4-up, don't remove it from play, it gets to attack. And then it gets removed from play. Warped Blades, or just Warp Blades. So on double 5s or any triple, so double 5s, double 6s, or triple 1s, triple whatever. Models in the unit have lethal hits, and then Unbridled Bloodlust on a double 6 or a triple 4+. So triple 4s, triple 5s, triple 6s. Any unit is eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced. Awesome. So that's your army rule. You get all these different things you can do each turn by rolling 8 dice. You're going to have at least 1 double because math. So that's cool. Detachment rule. This is Relentless Rage. Each time a World Eaters unit from your army is selected to fight, if that unit made a charge move this phase until the end of the phase, you add 1 to the strength and attack characteristics of melee weapons equipped by models in that unit. Okay, so just across the board, +1 strength, +1 attack when you charge. Very angry dude here. His suit is trying to eat him. These are the stratagems. You got Gory Massacre, sure. 1 CP, Strategic Ploy, Fight Phase, 1 World Eaters unit from your army that made a charge move this turn and destroyed 1 or more enemy units this phase. In your opponent's next command phase, each enemy unit within 6 inches of that unit must take a Battle Shock test. If the unit taking the test is below half strength, subtract 1 from the test. Enemy units affected by the stratagem do not need to take another Battle Shock test in the same phase. That sucks. Make them take 2. Skulls for the Skull Throne. I just screamed that really loud, but I don't think my mic could handle it. 1 CP Battle Tactics in the fight phase, 1 World Eaters unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes a melee attack that targets a character, monster, or vehicle, add 1 to the wound roll. Very good. Just very good. Blood for the Blood God, of course. Yes. Alright, so fight phase. Just after a World Eaters unit from your army destroys an enemy unit, you target that unit that destroyed the enemy unit. Make a Blessing of Khorne roll. You can use the results of this roll to activate one blessing of Khorne. The blessing does not count towards your maximum, but all the rules apply. Huh. That's pretty good. Battle tactics for 1 CP. Yep. Khorne cares not. I care not. Alright, fight phase. Just after an enemy unit has selected its targets, one World Eater's unit from your army that was the target of those attacks, then until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets a unit, subtract one from the damage characteristic of that attack. That's awesome. 2 CP. Strategic ploy. Yeah. 2 CP, I mean, that's worth it. -1 damage on, like, 8-bound or something. I'm not sure what their stats are, but I'm hoping they're good. Blood Offering. 1 CP, Epic Deed, any phase. One World Eater's unit from your army that was just destroyed while in range of an objective marker you controlled. You can use it even though you just died. It remains under your control until opponent controls it. So you get a sticky objective if you're on it. And then Apocalyptic Frenzy? Battle Tactic Stratagem, 1 CP. It's in your movement phase. One World Eater's unit from your army that has not been selected to move until the end of the phase. If your unit advances, just auto advances 6. Okay, so you can combine that with advance and charge. Great. Alright, so here are your enhancements. Favorite of Khorne, World Eater's model only once per battle round. When you make a Blessing of Khorne roll, before doing anything else, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, discard all of the dice from that roll and make a new Blessing of Khorne roll. This does not count as a reroll, and so that enables you to reroll or manipulate individual dice. Example, Icon of Khorne. Huh. Okay, that seems pretty good. It's just good for your army. You get to reroll the roll. It's going to be useless if the roll's really good, though. So, maybe it's not as good as I'm thinking. Berserker Glaive. World Eater's model only. Add one of the attacks and damage characteristic of melee weapons equipped by the bearer. Each time the bearer ends a charge move, roll a d3 till the end of the turn. Add the result of that roll to the attacks and damage characteristic instead. So it still could be 1. Battle Lust. World Eater's model only. You can select the bearer's unit for the Heroic Intervention stratagem for 0 CP, and you can do so even if you have targeted a different unit with that stratagem already. Okay. World Eater's model only for Helm of Brazen Ire. Why do you need to specify that? Each time an attack is allocated to the bearer, have the damage characteristic of that attack. It's just good. If you can take like a Demon Prince or something, cool. I like these two. Favorite of Khorne, Helm of Brazen Ire. Big old picture. It's got some cool stuff going on. That is really spiky. There's a lot of spikes. Lots of spikes. So many spikes. Angron. So Angry Ron, right up to bat. Number 1 here. He's got a 14-inch move and toughness 11 with a 2-up save and 16 wounds. He's very chunky. Leadership 5, OC of 6. Semniarius. I think I did that right. And Spine Grinder. This is his melee weapon, then that's all he's got. He doesn't even have a gun. He's just really, really angry and running at you 14 inches. He has 8 attacks at strength 16, AP 4 and damage D6 plus 2, and of course he's hitting on 2s. Or he has 18 attacks at strength 8, AP 2 and damage 2. He has Deadly Demise D6, Deep Strike, and then Blessing of Khorne, that's your army ability. Reborn in Blood. Each time you're making a Blessing of Khorne roll, if this model is destroyed, you can use 666s from that roll to use this ability, and if you do, this model is no longer destroyed and is placed into strategic reserve with its full wounds remaining. He has Wrathful Presence. At the start of your charge phase, select one Wrathful Presence on the left. You have that until your next charge phase. Glorious Bloodletting. While a friendly World Eater unit within 6 inches of this model, each time a charge roll is made for that unit, you add 1 to the roll. Okay. While a friendly World Eater's unit is below starting strength and is within 6 inches of this model, add 1 of the attacks characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in that unit. For the purposes of this ability, the starting strength of 1, yeah, we know. Righteous Slaughter. While a friendly World Eater's unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit. Okay. I guess reroll the hit, and yeah. Alright. 1 to 6 wounds remaining, -1 to hit. He's got a 4-up invuln, as you would probably expect for a model like this. Whoa, that was crazy. Did you guys see that? Oh, I have these other PDFs open. I'm going to close these. Okay, so, Angry Ron has no war gear. He must be your warlord, and he's got his Semniarius and Spine Grinder. Spine Grinder. I'm a monster that flies. I'm a character that's epic. I'm chaotic. I've got Khorne in my face, and I'm a demon. I'm totally keeping that in. He's a Primarch as well. Karn, the Betrayer. He is moving 6 inches. He is toughing a 4. He is saving a 3. He is wounding a 5. He is leading a 6. And he is controlling 1. He's got a plasma pistol. It's 1 shot at 12-inch range. BS2. Strength 8 AP 3 and 2 damage. It's always overcharged. No hazardous. In combat, he has Gore Child. It's 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. Strength 6 AP 2 and a flat 3 damage. He is a leader, he has Blessing of Khorne, he's a legendary killer. While he's leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1 and a wound roll of 1. The Betrayer. At the end of your charge phase, if this model is leading a unit and not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, you must take a leadership test for this model. If it's failed, 1 bodyguard model of your choice is destroyed. And then Berserker Fury. If this model is destroyed by a melee attack and is not fought, do not remove it from play. It fights and then you remove it from play. It's got a 4-up invuln. He leads stuff, he leads Khorne Berserkers, but he's just got what he's got. He's got Karn's Plasma Pistol and Gorechild. He cannot take any options there. He's an infantry character, Epic Hero Grenade, Chaos, Khorne. Lord Invocatus. He moves 12. He's got a toughness of 6 with a 2-up save and 8 wounds and a 4-up invuln. He's real tanky. Leadership 6 and OC of 2. I guess he's not that tanky. He's got 2 wounds more than a Gravis Captain. He probably doesn't have damage. Bolt Pistol. Hits on 2s. Coward's Bane, it's a devastating wounds melee weapon. 7 attacks, strength 6, AP 2, 2 damage, hitting on 2s. And then he's got his Juggernaut Bladed Horns, or extra attacks with Lance. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. So they're +1 to wound when you charge. He has Leader and Scout 6 inches with Blessing of Khorne. Counterattack, while he's leading a unit, that unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which it fell back. And then Road of the 8 Bloody Steps. Yeah, definitely. I've walked that. At the start of the battle, before any moves are made using the Scout's ability, you can select up to 2 friendly World Eaters infantry units within 6 inches of this model that do not have the Scout's ability. Until the end of the battle, all models in the selected unit have the Scout's 6 inches ability. Ew. Oh my god, he's like telling people to move forward. He moves forward with them, and then you get charged turn 1 and you lose, and it's terrible. Alright, I see what you got. Did I miss something there? No. So, he comes with a Bolt Pistol, a Coward's Bane, and Juggernaut's Bladed Horns. He's an epic hero, interestingly, so you can't take multiples of these. No war gear options. He can be leading either 8-bound, Exalted 8-bound, or just regular old Khorne Berserkers. He's mounted character, Epic Hero, Grenade, Chaos, and Khorne. I did not know that he was a epic hero. Moving on. World Eater's Demon Prince. He moves 8, he's toughness 10, he's got a 2-up save, 10 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 3. He's got an Infernal Cannon, 24-inch ranged weapon, 3 shots, hitting on 2, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. Hellforged Weapons, this is his combat with 2 different profiles. Either 6 attacks at strength 10, AP 2, 3 damage, or 14 attacks at strength 8, AP 0, 1 damage, and they both hit on 2s. He has Deadly Demise D3, he has Blessing of Khorne, and then Infernal Fortitude, it's an aura. While a friendly World Eater's infantry unit is within 6 inches of this unit, models in that unit have a 4-up invulnerable save? What? Yo, that's real good. Yes. So put the half damage on this guy, and then give everything around him a 4-up invuln. Devastating Assault. Each time this model makes a charge move until the end of the turn, its Hellforged weapons have devastating wounds 4+. Awesome. 4-up invuln on him. He's got no war gear options. He just has his Infernal Cannon and Hellforged weapons. He's a monster. He's a character, Chaos, Khorne, Demon. World Eater's Demon Prince with wings. 12-inch move with toughness 9, 2-up save, 10 wounds, leadership 6, OC 3 with an Infernal Cannon. Hellforged weapons, exactly the same. Deadly Demise D3 and Deep Strike with Blessing of Khorne, and then Bloodied Terror. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within engagement range must take a Battle Shock test. I almost didn't finish reading that and just moved on. I fucking hate abilities like that. Oath to Khorne. At the start of the battle, select 1 unit from your opponent's army to be this model's sworn foe. Oh, God. Each time this model makes an attack that targets its sworn foe, you can reroll the hit, you can reroll the wound. If at the end of the battle the sworn foe has been destroyed, this model's destroyed. That's fun, I guess, but don't do that. Don't take this unit, okay? I don't need to give you a Tactica video about this, which we do have. Go watch it. This thing is not the one you take. You definitely don't do that. You take this one that gives everything a 4-up invuln, and you probably give it half damage, because then it becomes real hard to kill. Okay, yeah, so it's got no war gear options, it's got its same weapons, it's the same, it's got the same exact profile, it just has fly. So, World Eater's Lord on Jug, moves 10, toughness 6 with a 2-up save and only 7 wounds. Leadership 6, OC 2. Plasma Pistol, standard or overcharged, so it's a pistol, it's 12-inch range with 1 shot, hits on 2s, it's strength 7, AP 2 and damage 1, or it's strength 8, AP 3 and damage 2 if you overcharge it. Exalted Chain Blade, 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. Wish that was AP 2, but it's not. Juggernaut Bladed Horn, that's extra attacks, and Lance, 4 attacks, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2, hitting on 3s. He's a leader, he's got Blessing of Khorne, Aggressive Advance. While this model is leading a unit, you can reroll any or all of the following rolls made for that unit. Advance rolls, charge rolls, blood surge rolls. See Khorne Berserkers, okay. Bloody Stampede, each time this model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of this model, roll d6, 2 to 3, 1 mortal wound, 4 to 5, d3 mortal wounds, on a 6, d3 plus 3. He's got a 4-up invuln. No war gear, he just has a plasma pistol, a chain blade, and his steed's horns. He can be attached to Exalted 8-bound, regular 8-bound, and Khorne Berserkers. He's a mounted character with grenades, Khorne, Chaos, cool stuff. Ink. World Eater's Master of Executions. He moves 6, toughness 4. He's got a 3-up save. He's got 4 wounds. Leadership 6 and OC of 1. Ranged is going to be a bolt pistol hitting on 3s. Strength 4, AP 0, damage 1, 12-inch range, 1 shot. Axe of Dismemberment. Yes, please. Devastating wounds and precision. Oh man, he's very precise. This is like a surgical blade, you know? That's what he performs surgery with this, okay? It's got 5 attacks, strength 7, AP 2, and 2 damage. That will definitely kill a character. Devastating wounds? What is he, reroll wounds or something? He does. Each time this model makes a melee attack that targets a character, you can reroll the hit and the wound roll. Oh god, he goes chop, chop, chop. He dismembers that character with its armor on. While this model is leading a unit, Eo fights first. He has Blessing of Khorne leader. He has Bolt Pistol and Axe of Dismemberment. He can be attached to Berserkers, and that's it. No options. He's an infantry character, Chaos Khorne. No grenades for him. You got the Zerkers themselves. Zerkums move 6 inches. They are toughness 4. They're a 3-up save with 2 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 2, so they're battle line. Bolt Pistol hits on 3s. Plasma Pistol hits on 3s. Berserker Chain Blades, 4 attacks, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Weapon skill 3. Fine. Khornate Eviscerator, 3 attacks, it's a power fist. Blessing of Khorne, so it's strength 8, AP 2, 2 damage, hitting on 3s. Blessing of Khorne and the Blood Surge. Each time an enemy unit is selected to shoot, after that unit has finished making its attacks, if any models from this unit were destroyed, as a result of those attacks, this unit can make a Blood Surge move. To do so, roll 1d6. This unit can be moved a number of inches up to the result, but this unit must finish that move as close as possible to the closest enemy unit, excluding aircraft. When doing so, those models can be moved within engagement range of that enemy unit. A unit cannot make a Blood Surge move while it is battle shocked. Alright. Icon of Khorne. Each time you make a Blessing of Khorne roll, if the bearer's unit is within range of an objective marker, you can reroll one of the dice. Cool. They come in units of 5 to 10. They have bolt pistols and berserker chain blades. The champion can take a plasma pistol. For every 5 dudes in the unit, you can take a plasma pistol. For every 5 dudes in the unit, you can take a power fist. It's called a Khornate Eviscerator here. This model, or one model, can take an Icon of Khorne. So, take it on the champion, I guess. Infantry, battle line, grenade, chaos, Khorne. Jackals. They move 6 or toughness 3. 6 up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, and OC 1. Imagine if you were this guy. He looks like Bane, except he's 40k Bane. They have auto pistols, maybe. They're a pistol, that's a las pistol. Strength 3, AP 0, damage 1, 12-inch range, 1 shot. Jackal Chain Blade, sustained hits 1 with 2 attacks. Hitting on 4, strength 3, AP 0, damage 1. Dishonored Chain Blades with sustained hits 1. 3 attacks, hitting on 4, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. Mauler Chain Blade, sustained hits 1, 2 attacks, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2, but it hits on 5s. And then Skull Smasher, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, strength 4, AP 1, damage 2. Feel no pain, 6+, Blessing of Corn. Objective ravaged. Sticky objectives. If they control an objective, it remains under your control until your opponent controls it. Icon of Corn. Each time you make a Blessing of Corn roll, if the bearer is within range of an objective marker, you can reroll one of the dice. Okay. So the unit composition is a little crazy. 1 Jackal Pack Leader, 1 Dishonored, and 8 Jackals, or 1 Jackal Pack Leader, 2 Dishonored, 17 Jackals. The Jackal Pack Leader and every Jackal is equipped with Auto Pistol and Jackal Chain Blades. Every Dishonored is equipped with Dishonored Chain Blades. Right. So for every 10 models in the unit, 1 Jackal Chain Blades can be replaced with 1 Mauler Chain Blade. Any number of Dishonored models can have their Dishonored Chain Blades replaced with 1 Skull Split. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah. For every 10 models in the unit, 1 dude can take an icon. Okay. Infantry Battle Line Chaos Corn, no grenades. World Eater's Terminator Squad, moves 5, toughness 5, 2-up save, 3 wound, leadership 6, OC 1. Combi Bolter, hits on 3s this time. Nope, it's different. So this is Rapid Fire 2, 24-inch range, and 2 shots. BS 3, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. So it's going to be 4 shots within 12 inches. Combi Weapon, Anti-Infantry 4+, devastating wounds, and Rapid Fire 1. So this will just auto go through on a 4-up against infantry. It'll just dev wound them on a 4-up to wound. 24-inch range with 1 shot, hitting on 4s. Combi weapons almost always are -1 to hit. Strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. So 2 shots at 24 inches with dev wounds and anti-infantry 4-up. That can do a hurt, can do a number. Heavy Flamer, ignores cover torrent, 12-inch range, D6 shots, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Reaper Autocannon, dev wounds, sustained hits 1, 36-inch range. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Strength 7, AP 1, damage 1. And then Accursed Weapons. This is your melee stuff. You either have 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 6, AP 2, and damage 1. Or you have Paired Accursed Blades, Paired Accursed Weapons. They're twin-linked. It's got 5 attacks at the exact same profile. Chain Fist, Anti-Vehicle 3+, 3 attacks hitting on 4s, strength 9, AP 3, damage 2. And then a Power Fist, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. They have Deep Strike, they have Blessings of Corn, and they have Blood Fury. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll if the unit is below its starting strength. Okay, so this unit. Add 1 to the wound roll as well if this unit is below half strength. 4-up invuln. Units of 5 to 10. They all have Combi Bolters and Accursed Weapons. For every 5 in the unit, 1 Terminator's Combi Bolter can be replaced with either the Heavy Flamer or the Reaper Autocannon. And a number of guys can have their Combi Bolter replaced with a Combi Weapon. For every 5 dudes in the unit, 1 Combi Bolter and Accursed Weapon can be replaced with paired Accursed Weapons. For every 5 models in the unit, up to 3 can have their Accursed Weapons replaced with 1 Power Fist. And then for every 5, 1 can have a Chain Fist instead of a Power Fist. They are Infantry, Chaos, Corn, Terminators. No grenades for you either. 8 bound. Moves 9, toughness 6 with a 3+ save and 3 wounds with leadership 6 and OC 1. They have 8 bound Eviscerators, heavy chain glaives, and lacerators. So the 8 bound Eviscerator, that's going to be 6 attacks, everything hits on 3s, strength 5, AP 2, damage 2. Heavy chain glaive is 8 attacks, strength 7, AP 3, damage 1. And then lacerators are 4 attacks, strength 9, AP 2, and damage 3. Scout 6 inches, Blessing of Corn, and then Beacons of Rage. It's an aura. While a friendly World Eater's unit is within 6 of this unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. If the attack targets a unit that is below half strength, you can reroll the wound instead, and they have a 5-up invuln. So pretty cool. They're fast, they're tough, they have a 5-up invuln, they do a ton of damage probably. They get +1 attacks and strength on the charge, don't forget about that. They can advance and charge with some cool stuff going on if you get enough of the stuff going on. You take them in units of 3 to 6. The 8-bound champion has a lacerator. And then every 8-bound is equipped with the 8-bound Eviscerators. The 8-bound champion lacerators can be replaced with a heavy chain glaive. They are Infantry, Chaos, Corn, Demon, and 8-bound. Alright, so Exalted 8-bound. The same profile. Exactly the same profile. Moves 9, toughness 6, 3-up save, 3 wounds, leadership 6, and OC 1. They have 8-bound Chain Fists. These are 3 attacks. Wow. Hitting on 3s, strength 14, AP 3, and only damage 2. 8-bound Eviscerator, 5 attacks, strength 6, AP 2, 2 damage. Hits on 2s with that. Heavy Chain Glaive, 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 8, AP 3, damage 1. And then paired 8-bound Chain Fists. Those are twin-linked, 5 attacks. Strength 14, AP 3, and damage 2, but hitting on 3s. They have Deep Strike, interestingly, and Feel No Pain 6+, so they're pretty tanky. Blessing of Khorne, these other guys didn't have that. No, they have Scout. So you give these guys Scout with the Lord Imbricatus. Overwhelming Wrath. This is an aura. Each time an enemy unit within 6 inches is selected to fall back, take a battle shock test, roll a leadership test. If you fail, you cannot fall back. You must remain stationary. That is amazing. That is game winning. This is a game winning ability, okay? Use this to win games. And tell me about it in the comments. Alright, so, same deal. Units of 3 to 6, and then 8-bound Eviscerators with 8-bound Chain Fists. That's what they got. They got both. The Exalted 8-bound Champions, 8-bound Eviscerator, and 8-bound Chain Fist can be replaced with one of the following. 1 paired 8-bound Chain Fist, 1 heavy Chain Glaive. They have Infantry, Chaos, Khorne, Demon, Exalted 8-bound. Do I really have to go over the Land Raider? We're kind of going to skip through this pretty quick. Moves 10, toughness 12, 2-up save, 16 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 5. Combi Bolter, Combi Weapon. The Havoc Launcher is Blast, so that's 48 inches. That's D6 shots, hitting on 3s. Strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. Soul Shatter Las Cannon, it's 2 shots at 48 inches. Strength 12, AP 3, and damage D6 plus 1. Everything's hitting on 3s except for that Combi Weapon, of course. And then the Twin Heavy Bolter, sustained hits 1, twin length, 36-inch range, 3 shots, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. Armored Tracks, it's strength 8 with 6 attacks on weapon skill 4. So it's 9 attacks at strength 9 when you charge. Deadly Demise D6, Blessing of Khorne. Assault Ramp, you can move this vehicle and then get out and charge. If it has 1 to 5 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit. It comes with the 2 Soul Shatter Las Cannons, Twin Heavy Bolter, and Armored Tracks. It has a transport capacity of 12. Each 8-bound, Exalted 8-bound, and Terminator takes up the space of 2 models, which they should. I mean, 8-bound are, like, gigantic. They're, like, twice the size of a Guardsman, like, tall. They're huge. This model can be equipped with either a Combi Bolter or a Combi Weapon, and can take a Havoc Launcher. It's a Vehicle Transport Smoke, Chaos, Khorne, Land Raider, Ori, and Predator Annihilator. Okay, moves 10, toughness 10, 3-up save, 11 wounds, leadership 6, OC 3, Combi Bolter, Combi Weapon, which hits on 4s, Havoc Launcher we just saw, D6 shots at strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage, at 48-inch range with Blast. Heavy Bolter we know, Las Cannon we know, and then the Predator Twin Las Cannon is twin linked. That's going to be strength 14, AP 3, and damage D6 plus 1, with just 1 shot at 48 inches. Yeah. Armored Tracks, strength 6 with 3 attacks. Deadly Demise D3, Blessing of Khorne. Each time it makes a ranged attack that targets a monster or vehicle, you reroll the damage roll of 1. And if it has 1 to 4 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit. Comes with its Las Cannon. You're going to give it either 2 Heavy Bolters or 2 Las Cannons on the side for free. And then it can either take a Combi Bolter, Combi Weapon. It can always take a Havoc Launcher in addition to that. Vehicle Smoke Chaos Khorne. I'm going to smoke my Khorne in my vehicle chaotically, and then I'm going to annihilate it with my mouth. Alright, so then you got the Predator Destructor, same exact profile, same exact weapons. The only difference is the Predator Autocannon. It's rapid fire 2, it's got 4 shots normally at 48 inches, so 6 shots within 24. Hits on 3s, of course, and strength 9, AP 1, damage 3, so very mid. However, each time a ranged attack is made by this model that targets an infantry unit, improve the armor penetration characteristic by 1. Same deal, if it's 1 to 4 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit. It comes with an autocannon. You give it either 2 Heavy Bolters or 2 Las Cannons on the side because they are free. You either take a Combi Bolter or a Combi Weapon, probably the Combi Weapon, and it can be equipped with a Havoc Launcher like the other one. It's got Vehicle, Smoke, Chaos, Khorne. What did I just do? I think I did it wrong. Okay, so the Defiler. This thing defiles people's faces. It moves 8. It's got a toughness 10 with 3-up save and 14 wounds, so bigger. Leadership 6 and OC of 5. Also has a Combi Bolter, Combi Weapon hitting on 4s, and Defiler Cannon. This is Blast. 48 inches, D6 plus 3 shots, hitting on 3s with all of its guns, except for the Combi Weapon. The Defiler Cannon is strength 10, AP 1, and damage 3. The Havoc Launcher, we just saw twice. It's D6 shots, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1 at 48 inches, and Blast. Reaper Autocannon, Dev Wounds, sustained hits 1, 36 inches with 4 shots, strength 7, AP 1, damage 1. Twin Heavy Bolter, sustained hits 1 and twin linked, and then Twin Heavy Flamer. Ignores cover, torrent, twin linked. It's just a twin linked Heavy Flamer, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Twin linked Las Cannon. So 1 shot with strength 12, AP 3, damage D6 plus 1, 48 inch range, reroll wounds. Defiler Claws. This is combat, so 5 attacks. Weapon skill 3 for both of its weapons here. 5 attacks, strength 16, AP 3, D6 plus 1 damage. Defiler Scourge is extra attacks. It's 3 attacks, a strength 12, only AP 1 and 2 damage though, so very poop. Deadly Demise D3, Blessing of Corn, Scuttling Walker. Each time you move over stuff, it can be moved over, yeah, alright. So each time this model makes a normal advance or fallback, it can be moved over friendly monster and vehicle models as if they were not there, and terrain that's 4 inches or less in height. So 1 to 5 wounds remaining. It's -1 to hit. It's got a 5-up invuln. It's got its Defiler Cannon and a Reaper Autocannon, a Twin Heavy Flamer, and Defiler Claws. Its Twin Heavy Flamer can be replaced by a Havoc Launcher or a Defiler Scourge. I'd probably just keep the Heavy Flamer. Its Reaper Autocannon can be either a Twin Heavy Bolter or a Twin Las Cannon. Probably just keep the Reaper Autocannon. And then this model can be equipped with one of the following. Combi Bolter, Combi Weapon. Probably just give it the Combi Weapon. Vehicle Walker Smoke, Chaos, Corn. Demon. It is a demon. Okay, Forge Fiend. We're almost there. Got like, I don't know, maybe 5 different data sheets left here. So Forge Fiend. Moves 8, toughness 10 with a 3-up save and 12 wounds. Leadership 6 and OC of 3. Ectoplasma Cannon. Blast. 36-inch range. D3 shots. BS 3. Strength 10. AP 3. Damage 3. Hades Autocannon. 36-inch range. 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. Strength 8. AP 1. Damage 2. You're definitely going to go with this Ectoplasma Cannon. Melee weapons. Forge Fiend Claws. 3 attacks. Strength 6. AP 0 and damage 1. What a stellar profile that is. Forge Fiend Jaws. 5 attacks, a strength 7, AP 0, 2 damage. What the fuck is this? Deadly Demise D3, Blessing of Corn. Furious Onslaught. In your shooting phase, after this model is finished making its attacks, if 1 or more of those attacks scored a hit against an infantry unit, take a battle shock test. Get out of here. Alright, 1 to 4 wounds. It's -1 to hit. It does have a 5-up invuln. It has 2 Hades autocannons and 1 Forge Fiend Jaws. Its 2 autocannons can be 2 Ectoplasma Cannons, and then its Jaws can be replaced with an Ectoplasma Cannon and Forge Fiend Claws. Its Vehicle Walker, Chaos Corn, Demon. It's also a demon. World Eater's Hellbrute. This moves 6. This is their Dreadnought. Moves 6, toughness 9 with a 2-up save and 8 wounds. Leadership 6 and OC of 3. Combi Bolters, Heavy Flamers, Hellbrute Plasma Cannon. This is blast and hazardous all the time. 36-inch range, D3 shots. All of its guns hit on 3s. This is strength 8, AP 3, and a flat 3 damage. I'll take it. It's pretty good. Missile launcher, it's either frag or crack. The frag is blast, 48-inch range, D6 shots, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. The crack is a single shot at 48 inches, strength 9, AP 2, and damage D6. Twin multi-melta, that's melta 2 at 18 inches. 2 shots, strength 9, AP 4, damage D6. Twin autocannon, twin linked, 48 inches with just 2 shots, strength 9, AP 1, damage 3. Twin heavy bolter, sustained hits 1, and twin linked, 36 inches, 3 shots, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. And then twin las cannon, twin linked, 48-inch range, 1 shot, strength 12, AP 3, damage D6, plus 1. For melee, it's got basic close combat weapon. If you double up the guns, it's 5 attacks on 3s, strength 6, AP 0, damage 1. If you actually take combat, it can be a Hellbrute Fist, which is 5 attacks, at strength 12, AP 2, and damage 3, hitting on 3s. You can take the Hammer. That's going to be 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, strength 14, AP 3, damage D6 plus 1. And then Power Scourge, 8 attacks, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2, hitting on 3s. Deadly Demise 1, Blessing of Corn, and Frenzy. Each time an enemy unit targets this model, after that unit has finished making its attacks, this model can either shoot as if we're your shooting phase or fight as if we're your fight phase. That's kind of funny. Hellbrute Fist, if you have 2 fists, you're twin linked. Not really what I would take, but you can. It's got a missile launcher and a multi-melta and a close combat weapon. Its multi-melta can be replaced by a plasma cannon, autocannon, heavy bolter, las cannon, or a Hellbrute Fist. This model's missile launcher can be replaced with one of the following: a Hellbrute Fist, Hellbrute Hammer, Power Scourge. For each Hellbrute Fist this model is equipped with, it can be equipped with one of the following: a Combi Bolter or a Heavy Flamer. Great. Vehicle Walker Chaos Corn. Then you have the Hell Drake. This moves 20 or more, toughness 9 with a 3-up save and 12 wounds, leadership 6 and OC of 0. This thing has that flamer, right? Yep, Bale Flamer. Ignores Cover Torrent. So 12-inch range with D6 plus 3 shots, strength 6, AP 1, and damage 2. It should have been AP 2. just like the Flamestorm Cannon on the Land Raider, in my opinion. Should have been the same, but it's not. Hades Autocannon is the other gun it takes. 36-inch range with 6 shots on 3s. Strength 8, AP 1, damage 2. And then Helldrake Claws. For whatever reason, these are anti-fly 2+, and devastating wounds. I'll take it with 5 attacks. Weapon skill 3, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. Yeah. Deadly Demise D3 and Hover. And then Blessing of Corn and Swooping Predator. Each time this model ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit that it moved over during that move and roll 2d6. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. This thing seems kind of good. Alright, so while it's got 1 to 4 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit. It's got a 5-up invuln. It's got a Hades autocannon. It's got claws. Its autocannon can be a flamer. I kind of like these things. Vehicle, fly, aircraft, chaos, corn, demon. Alright, so then you got your Mauler Fiend. It's move of 10, toughness 10, 3-up save and 12 wounds with leadership 6 and an OC of 3. Thing looks weird, right? Look kind of cool. It's got a magma cutter, or 2. It's Melta 2 with a 6-inch range and 2 attacks. Strength 9, AP 4, damage D6, hitting on 3s. Lasher Tendrils, these are extra attacks, 6 of them, hitting on 3s. Strength 7, AP 1, damage 1. Mauler Fiend Fist, that's going to be 6 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 14, AP 2, and damage D6 +1. It's got Deadly Demise, D3, Blessing of Corn, and then the Scent of Blood. Each time you make a charge roll for this model, if one or more of the targets of the charge are below their starting strength, add 2 to that roll. Oh man. Each time this model makes a melee attack that targets an enemy unit that is below its starting strength, add 1 to the hit roll. Okay. 1 to 4 wounds remaining, it's -1 to its hit roll. And then it's got a 5-up invuln. Its Lasher Tendrils and Mauler Fists are what it comes with. It can replace its Lasher Tendrils with 2 Magma Cutters. Oh yeah, you do that every time. Vehicle, Walker, Chaos, Corn, Demon. Alright, so, Rhino. Moves 12, toughness 9, 3-up save, 10 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 2. It's got a Combi Bolter. It's got a Combi Weapon hitting on 4s. So the Combi Weapon again is anti-infantry 4+ and dev wounds with rapid fire 1 at 24 inches, 1 shot, strength 4 AP 0, 1 damage. I think it's the second time that I've said that, so that's what it does. Havoc Launchers, blast 48 inches, D6 shots, strength 5 AP 0, damage 1. Armored Track, strength 6 with 3 attacks, Deadly Demise, D3, and Firing Deck 2, so 2 little boys can pop out and shoot something. Not sure what in your army has guns, but at the start of your command phase, it regains 1 lost wound, so that's its only ability. It's got a Combi Bolter, Armored Tracks. It can transport 12 guys. It cannot transport 8 Bound or Terminators because they're just too big. This model can be equipped with one of the following. 1 additional Combi Bolter, 1 Combi Weapon. It can be equipped with a Havoc Launcher. It's a vehicle, transport, dedicated transport, Smoke, Chaos, Corn. And then we got the World Eaters Chaos Spawn. They have a Feel No Pain of 5+. I don't know why I pointed that out first, but they move 8, their toughness 5 with a 4-up save and 4 wounds, leadership 7 and OC of 1. They have Hideous Mutations. These are a little bit stronger than regular Chaos. D6 +2, weapon skill 4, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. Feel No Pain 5-up, like I said there earlier. Blessing of Corn and Regenerating Monstrosities. At the start of each player's command phase, one model in the unit regains up to D3 lost wounds. So they're just annoying to take down. If you don't kill them, they will regain wounds. They don't have any options. They just have their Hideous Mutations, and they just always come in units of 2. What is going on with his cock here? What is going on there? That's a scary looking thing. I thought it was cute, and then I saw that, and I was like, nope, it's no longer cute. It's a beast. It's chaos. It's a corn spawn. It's a spawn of Satan. Alright, got the Corn Lord of Skulls that moves 8 with a 13 toughness, 3-up save, give it a 2-up save. 24 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 8. It's got a Demon Gore Cannon, or it's got something. These are its ranged weapons. Demon Gore Cannon, its blast, with 18 inches. D6 shots, strength 14, AP 4, D6 +2 damage, and all of its guns hit on 2s, or on 3s. All of its combat also hits on 3s, so 3+. Gore Storm Cannon is blast, 24-inch range with D6 +3 shots, strength 10, AP 2, and damage 3. Hades Gatling Cannon. Sustained hits 1, 48 inches, 12 shots, strength 8, AP 2, damage 2. It's not bad. Ichor Cannon, blast, 2d6 shots, strength 7, AP 2, and damage 2. And then Skull Hurler, 60-inch range, 2d6 shots, strength 14, AP 3, and damage 3. Then for combat, it's got one weapon but two different profiles. It's got its Great Cleaver of Corn. It's a big corn on the cob that has chainsaws. I don't know. It's strength 16, AP 4, and flat 8 damage. It's pretty good. It's got 5 attacks, but it hits on 3s. Otherwise, it's got 15 attacks, a strength 8, AP 2, and damage 2. Deadly Demise D6 plus 2. It goes kaboomo. Nuclear blessings there. Blessings of Corn. Blessed Slaughter. Each time you make a Blessing of Corn roll, for each enemy unit destroyed by this model in the previous battle round, you can add 1. Okay. So you add 1 or subtract 1 from one of the dice rolled. Each dice can only be modified this way once. A dice cannot be modified below 1 or above 6. So, if this thing destroys a couple of units, you can modify that many dice from your roll, from your blessing roll. You just can't modify them more than above 6 or below 1. Okay. Cool. 1 to 8 wounds remaining, half its OC, so minus 4 OC and minus 1 to hit. It's got a 5 up invuln. Let's see here. It's got its Gore Storm Cannon, Hades Gatling Cannon, and a Great Cleaver of Corn. This model's Gore Storm Cannon can be replaced with one of the following: a Demon Gore Cannon or an Ichor Cannon. Gore Storm Cannon, okay. This model's Hades Gatling Cannon can be replaced with a Skull Hurler. Interesting, I probably would do that. It is a Vehicle Titanic Towering Chaos Corn Demon. Great. I am hungry now that I've said corn so much in this video, but that is the end, folks. That is the bottom of the barrel of the corn. So, what did you guys think about the corn index here? I think it's pretty cool, actually. Again, check out the points in the description down below, and if you made it to the end here, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Be sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to Theory Hammer, and hit that bell icon. Check out our other playlists and other videos as well. We got all kinds of other Warhammer stuff out, and we release videos pretty regularly. So, until next time, guys, I'm going to go eat some corn now, and I will see you in the next one.